Hello all. Back with another little video. This old road that I'm walking on now is the old abandoned road that led to, which is now an abandoned town called Cokeville, PA. I can't really remember when it went abandoned, but it went, the town, they had to move the whole town because of flooding. This area flooded out a lot down from the river. It was always flooding and causing problems, so they actually moved the whole town of Cokeville. And yeah, this is the this was once the old road they went through. I think there's an old bridge that's still standing. I'm going to try to find that. I'm not really sure. There's probably ruins and stuff still around in here. I'm not too positive on that, but we'll take a little walk and see. I wasn't sure if I was going to do this today or not. Black walnuts laying everywhere. I'm not feeling too good, but I figured I would come and try to see something anyways. But we'll walk this abandoned road for a little ways and see what we come across. Yeah, I think this road went from, like I said, from the town Cokeville, PA, which is now obvious not there, abandoned. There's nothing there now. But I think it actually went the whole ways to Derry, PA, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty cold out, but we'll just walk this road a little bit and see what we can see. I like to find the old bridge, because I know there's an old bridge that crosses the one little creek. That'll be pretty cool to see, an old stone cement bridge or whatever. I don't think it's a stone bridge, I think it's a cement bridge, but I really don't know. This is pretty cool though. I mean, just to think back in the day, there was a town down here. That's a pretty cool tree. Now I'm not sure, but I heard that these trees, if anyone knows anything about it, you can let me know if it's accurate or not. But I heard that these trees, it's like this. I heard that the Native Americans, back in the day, they caused the trees, they did something to the trees to cause them to do that form. And it was kind of like a sign post. Like today we have signs telling us whatever. Well, that might have said something to them, you know what I mean? I don't know, but I heard those old bent trees like that you find, that the Native Americans did something to cause that, for like a direction towards whatever, say water or whatever, you know, like signposts for people that comes along after them. I'm not sure how accurate that is, but that's what I heard. Man, my hand's cold. I gotta put a glove on. I'm sure they're probably somewhere in these woods. Maybe something. Sorry, I'm putting the glove on if the phone's bouncing around. So this road, like I said, I think it ran the whole ways to Derry from Blairsville. I think I'm getting pretty close to where it crossed the river into Blairsville. That's a big old tree over there. Yeah, I think it crossed. I think it crosses the, yeah. Here's where it crossed. There's no bridge here anymore, but there is the cement things that the bridge was setting on. But this is where the road came across, and across the river. This is the river that always flooded and caused problem. That's why they moved the whole town. But you can see the road ends right here. Well, it ends here now, but back then it went across right into Blairsville. Someone has a ladder. There's a ladder right there. But that's where it crossed over into Blairsville right there. Pretty wild. This isn't the bridge that I'm looking for. The bridge I'm looking for is still standing. So we'll try to find that. But yeah, this river always flooded and caused problems, flooding everything out, and so they moved the whole town of Cokeville. But it went right across, right into Blairsville, and then you can see over there where the road continued on. There's actually a bike trail over there now. I walked that last year, I think I hiked that. I don't know why I didn't post a video of it, but I'll have to do that again. Okay, so here's some more of the road. You can see the cement. And here's the old bridge. Here's one of the old bridges that I was talking about. We're actually on it right now, walking across it. But you can see, I'll try to get down below to get a side view of it here in a minute. But old bridge still standing. I bet you this did flood out a lot back in the day. I think this is McKee's Run. We'll try to get down, get a side view of it before we continue on. Of course, we're not going to walk the whole thing because I think this eventually led the whole ways to Dairy. And I'm not sure if it's even all still there or not. We're talking way back. But that'd be a pretty far walk. But we'll try to get down in here. Get a side view of this old bridge. Something was here. I think this might have been an old section of a bridge or an old, you can see it goes over to there at one time. Or a different, yeah, you can see part of the road. That was part of a road right there. So that was a bridge that went across at one time. Pretty cool. Abandoned Cokeville, PA. That's crazy. This old bridge is still standing. But that definitely, you can see that's definitely a part of a road right there. So it went across. Looks like it connected over there. Another chute connected to that road. All right, we'll walk a little bit. We'll walk a little bit up this road here. This is some more of the road, of the abandoned road. I'm not seeing any foundations or anything like that. I mean, it's so thick. The woods around here are so thick that even if there is something in there somewhere, you probably wouldn't be able to see it from the road, from this road. There's some remnants there, some old blocks. The old lonely old road. Abandoned road to Ghost Town, Cokeville, PA. Pretty wild. I mean, it's still, this road, it's sad to say, but this road is still in better shape than some of the roads that we drive on today. That's saying something there. I mean, it's still nice and paved. I mean, you're not seeing any potholes. You can definitely probably still drive down this road, actually. There's some old cement. Oh, there's a big deer up there crossing the road. Way up there in front of me. He's looking at me. He sees me. Looks like a doe. I don't know if you guys can see that. pretty far up there. Still not seeing any foundations. He ran off now. It looks like a clearing in there that maybe at one time maybe sat something. I'm not seeing anything. Oh, here we go. Here's some old steps. See that clearing? It looked like something used to set in there because this is all over there. It's all kind of clear. But here's some steps. They probably led up to a house or something at one time. That's pretty cool. Let's walk up them and see what we can see. Yeah. So at one time, it was probably a house or multiple houses that maybe sat in here because those steps, they're leading up. And right here's a piece of it. One little piece left. Huh. Pretty cool. Wow, there's black walnuts all through here. Wow. Everywhere you look is a freaking walnut. So, here's some more foundation. Yeah, so these was how this is kind of open in here and over there. A house sat right here at one time. And theirs was the steps that came up to the houses, or to a house. Pretty cool. I'm not seeing any really big sections of the foundations, but we found a little bit. Wow, they're thick in here. Yeah. So definitely in here sat some houses. That looked like something sat over there. It's a big hole now. I'm not seeing any more foundations. I don't want to go up that way too much further because there's posted signs right there. So we'll head back down to the road. So we saw a little bit of foundations and some old steps that led up to them. So right here, years ago, sat a house. Pretty wild, man, pretty wild. And here's the steps. We'll walk back down. Steps that those stories could tell. People going in and out of their homes and going about their days. The old road. This lonely old road. We'll go a little further up the road. There's a little piece of cement. And you can see there, old fence posts or something. Yeah, it looked like maybe at one time that was an old, right there, old fence post or some type of a post. Pretty cool. Yeah, she just keeps on going. Eventually this will come and it'll cross, or where it used to cross, 217. I can actually hear it far away, the road. The main road now, 217, I can actually hear it. But eventually it crossed that. And then, like I said, I think, you know, it continued on to Derry, PA. But, pretty cool. Old bridge and still standing. I can't believe this road is still in such good shape. It's better than the roads that we drive on now. That's unreal, man. Unreal. So this road is the road, like I said, that led down into the old town of Cokeville. And if I remember right, and that bridge that we crossed, that was the bridge that was the only bridge that crossed over as you entered in Cokeville. And because of the 1936 flood or whatever in Johnstown, I think in the 1950s is when they started some type of flood project, the Engineer Corp or whatever, and they started evacuating the town in the 1950s, I think, if I remember right. But yeah, I'm just amazed at how good this road is still in shape. So that old stone bridge that we crossed, that was the bridge that you crossed. And then entering in Cokeville. And I think the other towns was Livermore and something else. But I just cannot believe the shape that this road's in. I don't see no posted signs on this side of the road, but this side of the road's posted. I'm not seeing any more foundations, any more steps, or anything like that. So I think we'll walk to this turn right here, peek around the turn, and then I'm going to head back. So that was the only bridge. So that's cool, we got that before it's no longer there. And by the looks of this road, it's going to be here a while. Because it's still in amazing shape. Oh, there's truck tracks back here. So people still drive back this road. I don't know if you're allowed. But people are doing it. Probably people back here hunting. I seen a couple tree stands and a ground blind. So there's probably people drive back in here to hunt. But I can hear Route 217 ahead of me, off in the distance. Yeah, I'm not seeing any more. We're pretty much out of the town of Cokeville right now. Cokeville was back there after you crossed that bridge. But I thought it'd be cool to walk some of this road. Video is probably going to be a little long, but figure why show you in pieces. Nobody, I don't, you know, if I wanted to see something, I don't want to watch pieces of it. I want to see as much as I can of it. So that's why I'm doing it this way, to show you as much as I can. Okay, maybe we'll walk to the next turn, because I'm way past the turn that I said I'd walk to. That's a big tree there. Wow. Wow, that's a massive tree. I wish you can see that, how big that tree is in person. This video ain't doing it justice. That's a massive tree. That was definitely here back when this was all town. Wow, is that thing huge? That is the biggest one of those trees. I forget the name of those trees. But that's the biggest one I've ever seen. I wish you could really tell how big that trunk of that tree is. That's insane. Wow. Whoa, wow, look at that. There we go. There's some old rocks and stuff like that. And one up here. Something might have sat down in there one time. Remnants of a foundation or something, maybe. It's so thick in here. Like once you get up down into the woods, like those woods are thick. Well, I hear 217. And it don't really sound like too far ahead. Like that truck that just went by sounded really close. Oh yeah, okay. I just seen a car pass. So we'll walk to the end of the road. We're already here. So we'll walk from one end to the other end of the road. We'll do the whole road. We're almost at the end. We walked to where it crossed into Blairsville. And now we're at the other end where it crossed 217 and continued on into Derry. Which, I don't know if that section's still there. I'm sure it is somewhere in the woods. It's probably on private land and by now and stuff like that, but we'll walk to the end here. Look how good this road is. I mean, that is crazy. Like, this road is better than the roads that we drive on today. All right. Yeah, it's going to be a long video. Okay, there's 217. So that's it. That's the end of the road. Comes out. And then eventually across 217 there, and somewhere continued on to Derry. Probably no longer there. Like I said, that's all development now over there, houses and all kinds of stuff. But that's that. So here's old abandoned trailer. Old vehicles. I don't know if this was once old camper. There's another trailer in the back. Bunch of old vehicles. Old tractor, John Deere tractor. Wow. This is like some wrong turn stuff. That does not look very good. Like the whole thing's collapsed. So I don't think I'll be going in there. That camper says no enter, dead inside. Another old trailer. Wow. This is crazy. Unreal. Alright, so that old abandoned place back there was 2 trailers and a house. It was all in really bad shape. Some old vehicles. I wasn't about to go in any of it because just really bad. And when I walked up to the door just to get a video, just to look at the door, inside the doorway there, I took a step down. I felt something poking through my boot and just touching my foot. It was a nail. Went right through my boot. It didn't go into my foot, but I could feel it starting to poke through the inside of my boot. And I lifted my foot up. So, yeah. But everything's collapsing, like it wasn't bad. Well, you've seen it. I wasn't about to go inside that. So I just took some photos, and now we're back. Now we're back down to the bridge that led in the old abandoned stone cement bridge that crossed over and led into Cokeville. So I already got all this. So video might be a little bit long, but I wanted to get you as much of it as possible. Show you as much as possible, rather. And we'll cross over the bridge. And I'll end the video. Here's the top view of that, what I was telling you is down there from below. You can see an old piece of road. That must have been maybe the older bridge that came across at one time, connected right there. Maybe before they put this one in. I don't know. They're both really old though. All right, so I'm going to end it here. I hope you enjoy the little adventure. And as always, I'll catch you on the next one.